Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, TGIF. So welcome to the end of the week. You made it. You did it. Probably a few more hours left at work, so you can do this, right? Now you can relax and you can have some fun, and we can start with some fun right now. Good morning, Keely. Nice to see you. So gosh, this week flew by, don't you think? Good morning, Bronny. And a lot happened this week, a lot we were doing. There's a lot in the news. With the retrogrades we talked about earlier, there's a lot of chaos. Good morning, Gail. Good morning. Oh my goodness, Kristen, Kathy, everybody's here. Everybody's here. Their family's here. Wonderful. So I wanted to, it's Friday. It's not the day for heavy loads, right? Not the day to kind of go into the forgiveness and the trust that we talked about earlier this week, or the retrogrades. Today, we're going to talk about happiness and little things you can do to kind of bring happiness to your life here and now. No more waiting for happiness to come. Hi, Tiffany. So many times we think, okay, when I get here, or if I had this, I would be happy. This is the only thing I need to be happy. But it's just not true. We really, really can have happiness in the here and now with exactly how everything is right now. Would there be more happiness if there's money in the bank account? Yes. But that doesn't stop you from being happy. It doesn't prevent you from feeling fulfilled just the way things are. Maybe you're getting over a breakup, and you're saying, well, I would just be happy if this pain would go away. I would be happy if I had someone in my life. Whatever that may be. I would be happy if my daughter would talk to me. Whatever the case may be, we keep looking for other things to say, if only I had this, then I would be fully happy. But the more we do that, the more we're really cheating ourselves from feeling good and feeling fulfilled in the exact moment we're in. And so I wanted to just kind of share some ideas with you. Just throw some tips out there. See how you're feeling about it. See what you want to do. Oh, good, Dana. I love that. Now, the first step is to write down, what does happiness mean to you? So what does it mean? We're always saying, I would be more happy if I had this, right? Or if this wasn't in my life, I would be happier. Or either way, okay? Oh, hi, Michelle. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Hi, Russell. Hi, Adrian. So write down, what does happiness mean to you? All right? Because that's going to give you a nice starting ground. It's going to let you know, what is your definition of happiness? What is your perception of happiness? Hi, Julie. So that if you're not feeling happy, we can change either the definition or the perception to help you find balance. To me, I really believe happiness is about a state of balance. It doesn't mean everything's perfect. That's not it. But it's finding so much joy and so much gratitude in what we have now and where we are right now, spiritually, emotionally, psychology, where we are in our life, understanding and surrendering that we're exactly where we're supposed to be. Just being at peace with that, to me, is happiness. And letting go, because if we base it on, once this stress goes away, once this particular stressor goes away, then I'll be happy. But you know what? This is life. And there's always a stressor. There's always. If you can name 2 years of your life in which nothing was a stressor, I'd love to know about it. Because, as you know, something always comes up. Maybe the car breaks down, the computer breaks, you break up with someone, there's a fight with someone, a miscommunication, you lost your job. There's always a hiccup. So So if we allow those hiccups to rob us of our happiness, then we're not going to feel happy. We're not going to feel balanced. We're not going to feel at peace. So we have to just kind of say, all right, I know that this is going to come up, but it's not going to define me. It's not going to define where I am. So some of the things to do is to not take yourself so seriously or be so hard on yourself. You know, if we can play more, playing raises vibration. Playing naturally makes you feel good. And being present when you're playing, because there's a lot of times I'll see people kind of go through the motions, but they're not being present with it. So they're not really enjoying it. They're not enjoying the experience. They just act as if they are, right? So allow yourself to get dirty, to get muddy, to play, to make fun of yourself. It's just, it will be fun. Make time for you to play. You know, and whatever that is for you, playing a game, doing a craft, going for a hike, doing some gardening. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Fatima. So it's understanding that you are not made of your suffering. Your identity is not your suffering. Suffering may be an experience, but it's not your identity. What is your identity? What is that pureness underneath, that goodness underneath, good-natured, positive person? All of that is really what's underneath, okay? We just put these layers of pain and hurt and disappointment, and we layer them on top. We layer them on top so that we get so heavy, we almost feel guilty about laughing. We feel guilt, like we're not worthy of laughing. We're not supposed to be laughing because we can't pay the gas bill. Or we shouldn't be laughing because, you know, our mother just passed away a month ago and we shouldn't be laughing. Of course you should be. Your mom wants you to laugh. Your mom wants you to be joyful. Of course she does. Of course she does, right? So, so what you can do is if you feel that you are dealing with some pain, dealing with some suffering, go back to what we talked about yesterday and the day before. Forgiveness and trust for yourself. Go through those exercises. Maybe watch those videos again. You know, nothing is a miracle that it happens just the first time. It takes us practice, right? Because you didn't become that way immediately. It took time and experience and kind of beats you down. It beats the hope out of you. And so we have to sit here and say, no, you're not going to take my hope away anymore. You're not going to take my power away anymore. Oh, I love that. Oh. So forgive yourself and then trust yourself. All right? And know that it's going to sort itself out, and we don't know how. We don't have all the answers right now, and sometimes that creates anxiety and stress. And when that does, that can also steal those pieces of happiness, okay? Now, if you can, I know, I'm going to say the M word. I know. It's not Monday, it's worse. Meditate. I know. But like I said, meditation can actually be really fun. It's just finding the meditation that works for you. Finding the meditation that resonates with your soul. Finding the speaker. I personally love guided meditations. I feel that, you know, I personally love them, and here's why. Because I feel like when I listen to one, now I have to find someone I like, because, you know, we did talk about the stabbing the other day. You know I'm teasing, right? You know, but you know, you got to find a voice that you like. You got to find someone that you can listen to them and allow it to relax and comfort you, and it feels really good, okay? But the guided ones I really enjoy, because the guided ones usually have a topic. So you can kind of dive right in. That whole meditation is geared towards that topic. And that really helps, right? Just kind of get to the meat of the bones, so to speak, right? And I do them right before I go to sleep. Now, some people can't because they'll then go to sleep. I actually don't mind. If I happen to drift off, I don't mind, because I find that my dreams are then resolving that meditation. They're working on that meditation. That may or may not work for you. You have to find what works for you. Maybe you're a morning meditator. But if you're going to meditate in the morning, you must do it prior to 10 o'clock, because you cannot miss coffee with Colby for a meditation. All right? Rule number 1. But as you go through this, okay, you guys, as you go through these experiences, writing down what does happiness mean to you, not that what it means to your partner or what you think it means or what it's supposed to mean, not in the Webster Dictionary, not on Wikipedia. What does it mean to you? All right? Then, as you're going through these exercises, as you're working on your forgiveness, as you're working on your trust, as you're working on anxiety and fear and worry and angst and all of those feelings, as you are working on those, maybe it's grief, then look at what your triggers are. So as you go through your day, what am I being triggered by? What are my triggers? You'll notice them. You know, like a little one. This is not a big deal, but it's a little one. So, you know, I've been having a massive pain in my lower back. Some of you kind of who know me know that for and over the last year, extraordinarily painful. And was trying to get it looked at and fixed. So anyhow, they finally diagnosed the problem, and it's an SI joint issue from being a wrestler. That will teach me, right? But was a male helping me, and he gives you the gowns, you know, and the SI joint is on your lower back, right above your butt. And he was like, well, take off your underwear and put the gowns on. And I was immediately triggered. And I was like, well, I don't need my underwear off. You know, you're going to see my whole butt. And I found myself so triggered by that. And I was like, I'm not doing it. But that stems from something when I was 12 and it was snowing outside and there was a hallway, and my stepdad made me take all my clothes off to then go into the house so I didn't get snow in the house. But you know, when you're at that age, you're kind of feeling a little womanly at that age, you know? So that stuck with me. And so in that moment I go, oh, I'm being triggered, right? So I was able to kind of work through that in that moment. So just know that that will happen to you. Whatever your triggers are, you could completely have different triggers, obviously. But noticing your triggers allows you to breathe. Just breathe through them. The minute you say, I'm being triggered, the minute you acknowledge it, it starts to dissolve itself. Really starts to kind of release. And it's just that release that kind of starts to rebalance you. So in that moment, I got out of balance, right? And breathing and acknowledging just reset it. And then I was okay. And that's exactly what you can do. Just try it. It really does help. Now, a couple of other things is set your goals. Set some goals. Now, there's many kind of goals, right? There's short-term goals, there's long-term goals, but set some goals for yourself and then visualize. You know, sometimes people set goals, but then they don't do anything towards them. They just think they're supposed to poof, magically appear, but it doesn't work that way. But also be patient with your goals. Sometimes you set goals and you want it like instant gratification, but it doesn't always work that way, right? Because we've got energy, we've got the universe, they've got lessons for you. Sometimes you're not always in control of that. Exactly, right? So it's visualizing where you will be, visualizing it, but being happy and grateful and content of exactly where you are. And knowing that just where you are is where you're supposed to be, where you need to be. All right? And being at peace with that. I feel like there's so much more peace to be had within each of us. And sometimes we struggle with just having that peace. And there's no need for it. We could be peaceful at any time. It's just there for us. And try to be as optimistic as you can. Again, that cup half full, 51%. makes a massive, massive difference. When you're not feeling optimistic, you're just going to sit and suck the negative energy into a situation. You'll manifest it, and then it will grow and grow and grow. So try your best, no matter the dire situation, no matter how hopeless it may seem or feel, really have hope and belief. Miracles happen. You know, miracles happen. And if we can find peace in things, that may help, okay? So, to be peaceful at any time. Yes, absolutely you can. So, there's a lot there, you know. There's a lot to kind of think about. But there's a lot of stuff to say. I don't have to wait for something to happen. It's already here. And we're always, yeah, Jennifer, it's really good, right? We're always trying to push for change. It doesn't mean that you can't desire change and want change and put thoughts out there for change and take action towards change. But it's simultaneous. So as you're doing that, it is still being happy and content in the present moment. Okay? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Julie. Yes, happy Easter. Thank you so much. Thank you. So there you go. That's our Coffee with Colby for Friday, you know, and it's about happiness, your own happiness. You're already there, you guys. You can do it. All right? Don't let anyone or anything or any situation rob you from your gift of happiness. So if you're around tonight, some of you watched the show last night. Thank you so much. We had a blast. I don't know if you could tell. And then if you didn't see it, it will play back, right? But my friend Rayvon, so in the beginning of the show, he talks about this friend in spirit and how this like timing worked, and it was really hard on him. And that's it. So I didn't even know he had this friend. And so we're doing a phone reading. And then all of a sudden, I hear this Joe. I hear this man. And I said to the caller, do you know a Joe? And then in that instant, the spirit was like, no, not for the caller, not for her. It's for him. Turn your head. And I looked right at Rayvon and I was like, do you have a Joe in spirit? And he's like, that's my friend that I was talking about. I'm like, oh my goodness. Look, I still have goosebumps. Oh my goodness. Like oh my gosh. Like the power of spirit, you know, the power of spirit. It's unbelievable. So, you know, spend the weekend saying hi to a loved one, trusting with a loved one, okay? And it's beautiful. Tonight, I will be on a show called Truth Be Told with Tony Sweet and my really good astrologer friend, Rachel Lang. She's so good. That will be really, really fun. We go from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to UBN Radio, something like ubnradio.com, and you'll see Truth Be Told. That's the show. I'm a guest on it with Rachel Lang. But we're going to do astrology. We're going to talk about those retrogrades again. We may take some callers, I think. It's a really fun show. So if you're around, it's Friday. So if, you know, you could do happy hour with us. Just pour yourself a glass of wine in the house and join us for happy hour. Anyhow, you guys are fabulous, and I want you to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. I saw when you were tuned to the weightlifting father. Was that not crazy? Dana, was that not like doing, I mean, that's really fun. You know, Spirit is fabulous. They're fun. They're funny. How they get the messages across is unbelievable. But, all right, you guys, spend a day just working today on your own happiness and, you know, relax your shoulders, take a breath in, go out there and do something fun, all right? And all my love and blessings to you, seriously. Have a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Have a good day. Bye.